everyone, Zach Pakoff here, and welcome back to another lesson video. Today, I will be going over the 14-1 text. So let's jump right into the video. Okay, so as I had stated before, I'm going to be going over the 14-1 text. So we're starting our new chapter today, and in this chapter, we will be learning about how to distribute dividends and also prepare a worksheet for a merchandising business. In addition to that, we will also be learning about how to define accounting terms related to distributing dividends and preparing a worksheet for a merchandising business, identify accounting concepts and practices related to distributing dividends and preparing a worksheet for a merchandising business, journalize the declaration and payment of a dividend, begin a worksheet for a merchandising business, plan worksheet adjustments for merchandise inventory, supplies, prepaid expenses, uncollectible accounts, and depreciation, calculate federal income tax and plan the worksheet adjustment for federal income tax, and finally, complete a worksheet for a merchandising business. All right. So now that I've read over the learning objectives, let's jump right into the 14-1 text. Alrighty, so now we're going to be moving on to the 14-1 text, which is the first lesson in chapter 14. And in this lesson, we will be learning about distributing corporate earnings to stockholders. Okay, so there are some key terms that I'd like to go over before we start the accounting part of this lesson. So retained earnings are an amount earned by a corporation but not yet distributed to stockholders. Dividends are earnings distributed to stockholders. A board of directors is a group of persons elected by the stockholders to manage a corporation. And declaring a dividend is the action by a board of directors to distribute corporate earnings to stockholders. All right, next we're going to be talking about the stockholders' equity accounts that are used by a corporation. So what we're looking at here is a list of the stockholders' equity accounts that are used by a corporation. And now that we are dealing with corporations, what this means is that all stockholders' equity accounts will have 4-digit numbers beginning with 3. So as you can see here, capital stock has the account number 3110, retained earnings has the account number 3120, dividends has the account number 3130, and income summary has the account number 3140. Okay, next we're going to be talking about declaring a dividend. So this transaction reads, on December 15th, Hobby Shack's board of directors declared a quarterly dividend of $2 per share. The capital stock issued is 2,500 shares for a total dividend of $5,000. The date of the payment is January 15th, and the memorandum number is 79. All right, so when we journalize a transaction in a general journal relating to the declaration of a dividend, there are multiple steps that we have to follow in order to complete this process. First, we write the date, which is December 15th, in the date column. Next, we write the title of the account debited, which is dividends, in the account title column. After that, we write the memorandum number, which is M79, in the document number column. Following that, we write the debit amount, which is $5,000, in the debit column. Next, we write the title of the account credited, which is dividends payable, in the account title column. And finally, we write the credit amount, which is $5,000, in the credit column. Alright, so the last thing that we're going to be talking about in this lesson is paying a dividend. So this transaction reads, on January 15th, paid cash for quarterly dividend declared December 15th, $5,000, check number 379. Okay, so when we journalize a transaction in a cash payments journal relating to the payment of a dividend, there are multiple steps that we have to follow in order to complete this process. First, we write the date, which is January 15th, in the date column. Next, we write the account title, which is dividends payable, in the account title column. After that, we write the check number, which is 379, in the check number column. Following that, we write the debit amount, which is $5,000, in the general debit column. And finally, we write that same amount as a credit to cash in the cash credit column. Alright, so that is the end of the 14-1 text. In the next video, I will be going over the 14-1 work together. Okay, thank you.